Welcome to the Maths Made Easy tutorial on the gradients of straight line graphs. So this topic will cover some of the fundamental skills that you'll need for pretty much any graph question. So we'll start off with looking at finding the gradient of a straight line. All you need to do to find the gradient of a straight line is find two coordinates on the line. So we can call these coordinates x1, y1, with a comma in between, and the other one we'll call x2, y2. So you'll see why I'm using different colours in a second. So now we need some coordinates on the line. So the first one we'll say is this one here, so that's at 0, -1, and the second one is at 2, 2 here. So if we write down these values, we have x1, y1 is 0, -1, and then x2, y2 is 2, 2. So now all we have to do is plug these into a formula. Now the formula we need is the gradient is equal to the change in y values divided by the change in x values. So in terms of our coordinates, we can write this as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So if we plug in our values, we get y2 minus y1 is 2 minus minus 1, so 2 minus minus 1, and then x2 minus x1 is 2 minus 0. So we have that the gradient is equal to 3, so minus minus 1 is the same as adding 1, divided by 2, or 1.5. Now if you're not a fan of this method, or if you don't have any coordinates that are on the line, what you can do is you can draw a right angled triangle under the line like so. So in this case the height of the triangle is equal to the change in y, so that's y2 minus y1, and then the width of the triangle is equal to the change in x, so that's x2 minus x1, and then all you have to do to find the gradient is divide the height of the triangle by the width, and that should give you the same value. Moving on then, let's have a look at positive versus negative gradients. So in the example before there was a positive gradient, so if I draw some axes, what that means, so this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, so as the x value increases, so that's going right, the y value also increases, so you get a shape that goes upwards like this. So that's a positive gradient, but then if we go to a negative gradient, so I'll draw the axes again, so that's y, that's x, this time as x increases, y decreases, so that's a negative gradient. If you'd like to see some practice questions on the gradients of straight lines, then you can take our online exam. There you'll find plenty of different questions, a variety of question types, and all of them will give you instant feedback. So you can keep track of the areas that you're weakest on and where you need to improve. So if you're interested, you can click the link below and it'll take you straight there.